Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel and blog. I'm Jenny Hall. Thanks for joining me for another card making tutorial. Today I have a new stamp and die set I want to share with you. Carols of Christmas stamp set and the card front builder thinlits are a Christmas item, but I want to show you that it's not necessarily delegated only for a Christmas card. So I'm going to pair these products with a little bit something different and come up with a wilderness theme. I have a lot of neutral color tones that I'm going to use today. I like the image of the little deer, and look at that tiny little framelit. It cuts that deer out perfectly. I'm going to pair my project with Coffee Break Designer Series paper. This image of wood reminds me of the inside of a log cabin. So I'm imagining myself looking out of a window, seeing a beautiful scene with a couple of deer, and I am enjoying a cup of coffee. So that's the image when I first got a hold of this stamp and die set. That's what the first thing that came to mind, so I'm going to try to recreate that scene. In order to make it appear as if it were something like a window, I'm using the Layering Squares Framelits dies. I'm creating an area out of a raised panel that will carry some items that are recessed. So instead of raising up all of those pieces of trees and deer, I'm going to raise up the panel and make it appear as if all of the other items are outside of where I am. I hope that makes a little sense. I have a piece of Color Theory Designer Series paper, which I'm going to use as the basis for all of my color design. Old Olive is the color base of this particular piece of green ombre paper. So I've gotten some Old Olive and Pear Pizzazz cardstock to cut the trees. The darker, which is Old Olive, is further away, and the Pear Pizzazz is the tree that's closer up to the window. To demonstrate a different way to use a sentiment, which was in the design of a coffee cup, I've stamped it on a piece of vanilla cardstock, and I'm going to fussy cut all of the words away from each other, so that I can kind of stack up the words and make them appear in a different way. This is another way that we can stretch our craft supplies. If I had left the words all together, which I know you must be thinking I'm crazy to cut them all apart, but they were in the shape of a coffee cup, and not that that would not be bad, but it's not what I had in mind. What I did have in mind is a little something more artsy looking to go with this nice window image of a wilderness view. So once I have them all cut, I have another piece of the Coffee Break Designer Series paper, the one that has the coffee pots and the coffee cups, and I have fussy cut one of those little coffee cups away from the Designer Series paper, and I'm going to adhere the cup of coffee to the word coffee. So that's going to kind of bring a visual image to mind that this is a coffee cup and that I am having a cup of coffee, and that the friends that the sentiment is mentioning are actually the friends outside of my window. I have some of the metallic sequins, and there are some really tiny small ones in this new package from the new catalog. If you have used the sequins before but not lately, I suggest you give them a try, as it's nice to have a variance of size to choose from. All of the products that I have used today are available in my online store, and they're also listed in the video description if you would like to check it out. For the inside of the card, I have another piece of vanilla cardstock, and I'm going to use the two inks that I used in order to get a look of one lighter deer and one darker deer. They're really cute and beautifully drawn. I'm hoping to use these deer in as many projects as I can. Thank you all for joining me for another card making tutorial. Be sure not to miss the exclusive content I share only with my customers. You can become a customer by clicking Shop Now at jennystampsup.com to make your Stampin' Up! Purchase. Thanks for joining me today. I'll see you in the next video.
Hi, my name is Trip. Thanks for watching the video. See you next time.